If I'm being honest with you, I haven't really prepared anything for this video, but this video is something that's been on my mind for months, and I decided that it was finally time to go with my gut and let you guys know how I feel about this now that my basement has flooded and my band camp days are over, and I'm pretty much in the busiest part of my life here near the end of summer. I think that anything that you do, you need to do with passion. If I've learned anything from YouTube, I've learned that work ethic and passion fuel everything, and when you start to run out of passion, you lose all control of your content, and even if my basement hadn't flooded, I still probably wouldn't have been posting as actively as I did. That being said, I have decided that it is finally time to focus on bigger things for me, what I'm passionate about, and officially entirely stop posting videos on YouTube. Now, let me just tell you right now, don't unsubscribe, don't unring this notification bell. In fact, I would say ring the notification bell because it's not going to affect you in any way because I'm not flooding your inbox. The reason I say this is because every now and then I may come back to this when I have downtime or whatever, don't have anything going on, and stream a little bit. If you see it, that's awesome and you can join. But if I'm not posting for a while and you wanted to see a stream or something, then it wouldn't be in your sub box because I wouldn't have been actively posting because YouTube algorithm. Now, what I'm going to talk to you guys about now is really just why this kind of came up for me. Like I said, I'm just running out of passion. I think passion for me fuels everything. I understand that there are people out there that are trying to make this a full-time job and a full-time ordeal, but I'm 17 years old. I'm applying for college. I plan on going to major in aeronautical engineering and then going back to school to get a master's in business administration. But I'm also aware that there are people that I know personally that are trying to make this a job for them full-time. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I have higher priorities in my life right now than making videos. But that being said, I have learned so much from this, and let me just go ahead and start by saying that really any business class I've ever taken, or you will ever take in general, will say that a good entrepreneur always needs to take risks. And I understand by taking this risks and leaving YouTube, I'm pretty much giving up everything that I've built over the past few years here, and honestly, I've been doing this as long as I can remember, so it's tough for me to even talk about this and make this video right now. But I've built up a fan base, and for me to just come out here and make this video, talk to you guys straight, me to the camera, it's very, very difficult for me because I'm basically taking this risk, throwing everything away. But you have to go with your gut in these situations. You have to know what's going to be the best thing for you, not what the best thing is for your audience in this situation. Because while YouTube is a business, I'm not doing this for the purpose of a business. I've learned so much from this, though. I just can't even start on it. I've learned how to speak to public, per se, by talking into a camera. I know it's kind of cheesy, and even then, if you don't want to consider this like public speaking, per se, honestly, sometimes they say that like independent monologue makes a genius. So, I mean, if I'm sitting here talking to myself, or whatever you like to call it, I'd like to say that I'm doing a pretty good job of whatever I'm doing here. Another thing I've learned is just marketing in general. I didn't really realize this, and I kind of took it for granted, but for a long time, I didn't really think this got me anywhere in this regard, but really just knowing how to aesthetically please an audience and how to make your customers psychologically want to buy into your product, per se, also known as my videos. That's just a huge skill to have because it means that you are producing something that is worthwhile without taking a single marketing class like me. And somehow when I joined DECA, and I placed second in the region in marketing, so that was kind of cool. I was pretty proud of that, and I kind of pointed back to my YouTube roots here a little bit to kind of figure out that that was what was going on. Anyways, I don't want to ramble out for too long here. It's just like YouTube has taught me so much. I know that I'm throwing a lot away here, and I'd like to say that honestly, everybody that's been here on this journey for the entire time, thank you so much for supporting me, supporting my ordeals here on YouTube, and just being there for me in rough situations. When I first started posting full-time, like 3 years ago, I think, my parents were going through a nasty divorce that's still not finalized to this day. About a month ago, my best friend did not commit suicide. He attempted suicide. Thank God he's okay. Then, of course, my basement flooded, and I've been dealing with some other adversity in my life over this time period that I really just, when I click that record button, I just kind of forget about, because this is something that I love doing so much. And eventually it comes time where all good things must come to the end. And this has been a fantastic ride. And now I'm going to give some shout outs. If you want to leave right now, you can, but I'm just going to go ahead and shout out some guys real fast that have really just make this so much more of a brilliant experience for me, and a memorable experience that I'll just never forget. Some of my best memories have come from this platform. Anyways, shout out to all my mods, Frito, Harmless, etc. Those guys have just been here. They've been friends with me more than anything. Harmless I know personally. Frito I don't know personally, but he's just been such a cool guy to hang out with on Discord, whatnot, and just always has everything in control room under control, per se. So, Frito, thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you've done for me. I'm going to miss making full-time content for people like you every single day. Next up is two guys that I know that are a little bit older here. They're not 17 years old here, so time's a little bit against them, per se, not in an offensive way. But these are guys that make quality content. They pour every inch of their soul into their content. And Headstrong, Steve Lane, this is a guy who came to me when I think he had like 25 subs or so, and we just started talking. He became a mod in my Discord, and we kind of built the relationship off of that. This is just a guy that just lives with roommates. He's just an average dude in a apartment with some dudes, has a full-time job, whatnot, just trying to get by. And he started doing YouTube, and his backlog is absolutely loaded. He has videos ready every single day. I don't even know how he does it. It's just the work ethic that he has is unbelievable, and it's something that everybody in YouTube should have. Steve, you are awesome. Thank you so much for being you. You started blowing up with your Madden 19 content. I saw that you got like 15,000 views on your first rebuild video, dude. Honestly, just keep doing what you're doing. I don't like to say this is a business, honestly, because for me, like, if I wanted to get rich and famous, I wouldn't have made Madden content. But honestly, what you're doing is going to get you so much exposure here, and you're going to build a market, and it's a tough world out there, man, but if there's anybody that can do it, it's you. So thank you, Steve. You're awesome. And how could I forget one of my best friends here on this platform, Franchise Guy. Franchise Guy, dude, like, you came to me when you had also like 20 subs about the same thing. You're 31 years old, but you let a 16-year-old kid in. I would call you all the time, and we'd just talk about, like, honestly, my personal issues sometimes. And we just connect on a real personal level. It was always not just YouTube. We would just record segments, have a great time. Some of my best memories on this platform came from those segments with FG. Dude, like, what you're doing, you are insanely gifted with interacting with the fan base. A lot of your fans came over to my channel initially, so I give you a lot of credit there. So thank you so much, FG. What you're doing is fantastic. You run like the most elaborate simulation on YouTube, and you have some of the best creativity on this platform in a world where creativity is so needed. So FG, just keep being you, dude. Don't worry about the haters. You're awesome, my guy. And then, of course, Harmless, one of my best friends, if not my best friend in real life. My dude, you are... I don't even know how to start this. You've grown so much when I first know you. I could just call you right now and tell you these things, but, like, you were just a sensitive kid, and you came along, like, back in middle school even, and, like, everything that you do, you just wanted to support my YouTube things. And I felt like when everybody else at school was, like, making fun of me for doing YouTube and wanting to be, like, a full-time YouTuber, you were the only one backing me up. And, dude, like, I can't even thank you enough for that. Thank you so much for that. Just being you. For as tough as it is for me to sign out one more time, I need to do just that. And it's just difficult for me because I've learned so much that I can just translate to the future here. I've learned public speaking, like I said. I've learned marketing. I've learned creativity. I've learned how to please an audience, how to interact with people, how to just make a product that's worth selling. And for somebody that wants to go into entrepreneurship, like, I just can't even express how much this has helped me and how this has made me grow as a person. But I'm moving on, guys. There are so many things for me to achieve in this world, and I'm just excited for the next step and to have something like this help me get there to this point. My name is Legion. Everybody, enjoy your life.